Right, we're live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We're here for the bronze medal final between Australia and Ireland. It's going to be very exciting to see who does win this one. Australia, they did actually mention that Australia have lost their last two bronze medal finals. So that is certainly not what they will want for this one, but they're up against a tough side in Ireland who did just come up short up against New Zealand. And I say just because it was the finest of margins, but I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're all excited. This is the first game that we are covering. The second game is going to be the final between New Zealand and Fiji, which should be an absolutely tremendous one as well. But if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Looking through at the starting lineups for Ireland, it is going to be McNulty, then Awanusi gets to start in this matchup. Matthew McDonald, Mark Roach, Hugh Lennox, Gavin Mullen, and then Shay Mullins is there as well. Then for the Australians, it will be Nick Maloof, Henry Hutchison, Ben Maher, Josh Turner, Dietrich Roach, and then also Corey Toole and Matthew Gonzalez. But the bronze medal final is here, ladies and gentlemen. And also we've got there in the chat from Austin has said, Ireland have had a fantastic run in the tournament. This is for the big boys, says Austin. And also two streams at once. And also we have got there Yo and Never, and also hi from Harry and Petty and LJ. Hope you guys are excited for this game. It's currently a very even split between who normally ends up winning these matchups between Australia and also Ireland. I'm hoping for a good match. The captain Maloof up against the captain Dardis actually coming off the bench alongside Terry Kennedy. So possibly strategically saving their big players for later, because you'd have to argue having Andrew Smith off the bench, Jordan Conroy off the bench alongside those two. And also please give me match links. So it is at the World Rugby website. So just type in World Rugby into your PC or your phone or whatever you're on at the moment. World Rugby, they'll tell you exactly where to watch the game. And it might even be available in your country on their website for that one. And also, can I be more please? And there as well says Betty, I think maybe if you're lucky. But currently now running their way out onto the field, the Australians and the Irish. Now, both of these sides, they did only marginally lose up against their semi-final oppositions. Yeah, just sell 3 cop cars and make the front page of the paper. No, no, because then we'll end up with like Kiwi Lads as bad influence on the children. And then we get in trouble for it. But currently Australia, they are sitting with 5 wins in a row. And then they did lose their last game, unfortunately for them. Awanusi, he's going to be one to watch out for in this game. And I think I mispronounced his name, sadly. But does happen sometime. I'm looking forward to seeing what Ireland's tactic is for the start of this match, because they have got a few men in that starting lineup that normally wouldn't get the opportunity. So maybe trying to rotate the squad, keep some of those guys fresh for the last 7 to really try and take it to the Australians, although they've still got Henry Patterson, Maurice Longbottom, and Stuart Dunbar as men who can come off the bench. But now this match about to get underway. It is the prelim to the bigger match coming just very soon, and that is going to be New Zealand taking on Fiji. But nonetheless, we are ready to go. It will be Australia kicking off this one from left to right, and the match is going to be underway. Roach kicks it off long and high and trying to get that ball back. It is going to be Josh Turner, not quite tall enough though to be able to swat it back. My voice is going to need a little bit of time to warm up. Once again, 31-19 in favour of the Australians, says Betty. Now Awanusi with a nice pass once again, still going to be available here for Ireland, 40 out from their own line. And like they're saying, Ireland, they're full of passion. They were so close to being in a final. Now at the moment, Roach trying to step his way around. He just put he put his hand on the forehead of Henry Hutchison. Just fended him off quite nicely. Now firing it back across. I'm going to have to look at a couple of these guys. Some of these guys have not had a lot of opportunity throughout this season or this matchup in the tournament of the Samoan. I almost said Samoan, Singaporean Sevens. I'm having a shocker. At the moment, we'll be fresh and ready to go for the final. I just got to remind myself how to use sentences. But now, from about 42 metres out, hands on the ruck from Australia, they did give away that penalty. I will mention at 11:15, it is actually going to be a video coming up on our channel, and that is going to be New Zealand versus Fiji. My preview, I did end up filming it in between the 2 live streams that we did have, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it. I gave my prediction of the score prediction for that one. That's going to be their penalty there to Australia, taking a quick tap there, and it's Nick Maloof. Now Henry Hutchison on the outside to Roach, holding the ball in one hand, confident from the number 4. Now Corey Toole, he's been sensational throughout this Sevens competition. Nick Maloof offloads it back to Turner. Now back to Maloof. Those two are teaming up quite nicely. So 2 against the 7 at the moment. And also, are you doing Heineken Cup stream? I have been strictly told I am not allowed to do the Champions Cup by George, because he is coming around very early tomorrow morning to do filming. So he said, I'm not allowed to do the Champions Cup and then I have to sleep. Corey Toole straight through. And that is going to be the try here for the Australians. And Corey Toole, who else but that man to be able to score? And he now moves himself to number one on the sevens circuit in terms of who has been able to score the most tries this series. Sensational work. He's almost got a bleeding nose. I don't even know who struck him on the nose in this game. I think it's just from going too quick. His nose wasn't able to keep up. And also we got that Pro R2 camera to screen. I feel like we're going to get at least 3 of those on the Fijian versus New Zealand live stream, calling it now or show the game. I haven't actually had any abusive comments though, which is really weird because I'm used to getting quite a few. But for some reason, we don't get them at the moment, which seems quite nice. I've probably jinxed it big time. The final is going to be a brutal, just savage place. That is going to be the conversion as well. So now they sit there 7-0 in this game. Currently, though, Ireland, you have to wonder about the tactics. Conroy, and then also on the sideline, Terry Kennedy, and it is Billy Dardis, Andrew Smith. All right, Betty. And there's and I'll say, well, mate. And there's our now Roach. Going to kick this ball up high. Once again, trying to look to retain this ball for the Australians. It's nicely taken by Awanusi. His name's very similar to Jordan Olawafela, except it's not said in the same way, which does stump me every single time. It is Awanusi, not Awanusi. There we go. We'll slowly get in there. Nice run forward here for Ireland. Although it looks like this ball might be turned over, it's taken clean by Barr. He's been sensational, and he's going to get his deserved try, and that's a shame. Island Cup would be awesome. George comes first, I guess, and there says Danny Lewis. Pretty much, he gave me a stern warning. He was like, I'm going round to your house in the morning. If you are doing a stream at late night and you don't have a voice and you're also tired during the next one, I will be annoyed. And I was meant to say hello, mate. And there as well. Currently now it's a nice fend from Ben Maher. Goes through, scores the try for Australia. An ankle tap attempt almost got him, but he continues to make his way over the try line. Oh, almost having it. Portugal is recovering from an overdose of Muppetry. It's unreal how rusty some people's gears are. And there's Sebastian, so I assume that would have been on the NRL one, was it? Possibly. So that's the thing. I feel like we seem to have cut it down a little bit on ours overall in terms of the Muppet, what is it, the Muppet radar? And also make sure he washes his shirt. He probably won't, to be honest. And also, are you filming outside tomorrow? A combination. Some outside stuff, some inside stuff. Are you streaming early in the morning? We're not streaming, but we are going to be filming me and George tomorrow morning. So I've been told I'm not allowed to do the Champions Cup. He said at one point, he was like, I will even pay you to not do a live stream if it means that you will be slightly more awake for our filming session tomorrow. I decided not to accept the bribe, and I'm just going to have to go to bed after this one, or after the next match as well. We're doing the final, that's for sure. I negotiated my way towards the sevens final, but now it's going to be a running down the wing. Lennox, nice ball on the inside. Awanusi has dropped that one, and when it rains, pause rubber Muppets. I hope it's not raining tomorrow, I've just realised, because if it is, that's going to blow the plans of being outside, isn't it? We'll have to do something else, such as soda stream in the rain. It was a wide pass. It's gone forward. And that is going to now be the scrum feed for Ireland. Only a minute 30 left in this first half between the two sides. Like I mentioned, we have got a video coming out at 11:15 where I give my prediction for New Zealand versus Fiji. I say who I think is going to be the standout players in it. I don't know how I got it edited in time. I even added the green screen to it. I didn't get background music on it, though, because that slows down the exporting process. And now they're going for the scrum. But yeah, I think we've got FIFA tomorrow and also outdoor activities, filming, and then a little bit of rugby. And Aussies all the way. There's Austin there. All right, Leo Roach. He's had a very good season for these sevens as well. And also, I know, is it forecasted for rain tomorrow? I don't believe so. I think Tuesday's supposed to rain. But I'm just hoping that that is actually correct, because sometimes you can't trust the weather report around here. That's going to be nicely run forward by Mullins. Now just outside Lennox. Gives it off. It's looking good here for Ireland. One more pass out wide. Steps on the inside here. Only 10 metres out from the line. Once again, it's going to be going across Matthew McDonald. A little bit of a gallop forward. Gets up, goes again for Big McNulty. And also, he needs background music when you got George swearing for every 10 seconds. And there's that is true. And I mean, there's the thing on the Kiwi Lads extra. I think it's not censored, is it? Now McNulty, he's going close. He falls. Oh, he's on his back, and it's going to be held up. And because of it, now goes back for the initial offside penalty. And also, we have got the AM. I've been meaning to ask how's Billy. He's good overall. He's at the table at the moment. He's got a newfound love for sitting at the table on one of the chairs in front of one of those, like those wall heater things that are like directional heaters. He loves that spot. And I'll say, you'll play backyard rugby with George. That's asking for Joel. No. We're doing video in the backyard, rugby on the Xbox. That is not something I am keen on doing because he would break me in half. And go, Aussie Cesar Roy. And also, no, not censored his music to my ears. And then bring it on, Aussie Cesar Roy. Okay, they're just checking to see whether or not. I think he was just short of the line. Oh, hang on. That's on the line. I think that's going to be a try for Lennox. And I think he's been able to get himself his first one of the match. And also, Kiwi Lads needs an intro video. We probably do. We just have no idea what tab it is. But if we normally, or like if we do get one, we probably will have it with probably with some music that Isaac's written and produced. And also, okay, yeah, that's more reasonable. And there, so they did take the quick tap. And also, we've got there, what do you think of the big one to come later? It's going to be a big game, that is for sure. That's on the line. That's going to be a try for Ireland here. That's surely a try. You can award the try as the call, and Ireland have scored their first one. George's language at the best can be colourful. It can. It's very colourful. That one's gone over for Ireland, and now it's going to be 14 points to Australia, 7 for Ireland here. And also we have got, okay, yeah, that's more reasonable, yeah. Like, I could let him run straight at me, but I don't think I'll be able to edit the video, is all I'll say, because I think I'll be concussed. And go Aussies game on. Says Roy there. And currently now we're just at halftime in this fixture. The next game is supposed to start at 11:28. That is the final. We are going to be starting our live stream at around 11:20. So be sure to stick around for that one. Long bottom with a good step there. Wrestled down to the chalk. Currently on the 22. George has no filter. It's great, especially as it comes on BR. And as I says, Daddy, and also we got the What About Dire Straits money for nothing for the music. I think they copyright claim us. That's close to the line. He goes over. And Ireland have scored again twice in a row. They are firing up here. And it's Mullins who does go over. Gavin Mullen, I should say. Not without the S. Or without the S, because Che Mullins is the man with the S. Oh, yeah, hey, everyone, as I says, Dazzler, welcome in. I just bit my tongue. That was unfortunate. But what's not unfortunate is the fact that this is going to be a close second half between these two sides. Right. This kick is crucial. Roach has been smashing them out of the park. He's got another one, 14 all. And also we've got that Fiji Kings in Singapore. It will be highly charged. And there's says Augustine. And also ready for this final, but go Australia. Hey, what's up with Big and George? I think they've got a friendly rivalry for some reason. I don't know where it kind of came from, but I think they just kind of, I guess, joke about it. I know that George is joking, but I think Big jokes about it as well, maybe. But yeah, I think it's just a little back and forth thing that they've had. I guess because they both do videos with me. And for the other Kings in Singapore, will be highly charged. And there says Augustine. I'm currently 14 and 14. The All Blacks 7 side, they are warming up. And their match has taken place in 19 minutes and 20 seconds time. So they will be playing. Hey, it's Joe Webber. Now, Joe Webber, I think he was just traveling with the side as an injury replacement because he hasn't really had too many opportunities, if any, for this one. Currently now 19 minutes away from that final, the Fijian side. They will be fired up for it as well. I've told you a few times in the past I want music to use to eliminate any copyright strikes or copyright risks. And as I said, Sebastian, was that Ram Ranch? No, maybe not. Ram Ranch, imagine getting copyright claim for Ram Ranch and then trying to like ask YouTube to get it removed. And they're like, what video is it? And you'd be like, no, never mind. As they banter each other, okay. And there's this down the mind. Yeah, I think it is just banter at this stage, from what I know anyway. And because it gets salty when Australia loses. Very passionate. That is for sure. 2 tries apiece between these two sides. Australia have made 17 tackles compared to the 3 tackles of Ireland. And also we got there, George didn't make it sound like friendly banter. And there says Danny Lewis, George has a way of doing that. Like George can sound very angry or very, I guess, what's it called, strict when he needs to. And also he can sound strict when he wants to. Also, what's Ram Ranch? And as I says, Jay Hayes. Oh, well, it's a good question. I showed Was it my mum? No, I didn't show my mum. I showed George the lyrics of the song, and he actually read through pretty much the whole thing. He was curious about how it worked, but now it's going to be kicked off for the second half. A little bit of contact there between the two players. Knocked back by Maloof, and our long bottom, it is going to be on the side of Australia. Oh, no, so yeah, that one. If those companies get to use the songs without getting copyrighted, then surely a sports streaming channel can do it without worrying. I was in Squiggles and Muppets or Floor or Flood Kiwi Lads if they use Ramrach. And also any change of live videos, Broy. And there, yep. So we are going to be switching over to Fiji versus New Zealand's live stream. And that is going to be after. Have you seen George angry before? I mean, depends what you call angry. Like I've seen him angry at a game or annoyed at a game type thing. That's going to be 5 meters out now. And now Ireland are going to have a good opportunity. And also we have got there, yo, he's Gareth. Oh, voice almost gone, but hope you are doing well, Gareth. And as I says, Catherine, it's pretty much Jay's favorite song. I wouldn't look up the lyrics though, they're not good. That one's going to be taken nicely by now. Passing across Roach, flat ball, straight into the hands. Beautiful offload to Mullen. And 5 meters out now for Ireland. And how's it going, Gareth? That's a counter ruck from Maurice Longbottom, still just on the side of Ireland. And they haven't really made too many subs as of yet. McNulty tries to spin out of the tackle off Hutchinson, but he's dragged down. Did you get them up in here earlier today saying that the Queen died today? I did not. That's a penalty to Australia. And our Longbottom takes the quick tap. And Chibro, awesome commentary, says Roy. Thank you very much, mate. And we are going to be back with one more. And then Toronto next week. Or in fact, sorry, it's Vancouver next week. It's where it has taken place. And we will be covering all of the games that we can on the channel. Longbottom now slinging wide pass out of the hands now of Nick Maloof. He's been looking good throughout this game. Maurice Longbottom now going wide. Going to be dragged down. Nice work from Henry Hutchinson getting into a grounded position, stopping any chance of the turnover and the breakdown. Corey Toole now across. It is going to be Big Ma. And also we've got the area. Every time I look at your throat beard, it looks so itchy. Believe it or not, it isn't. Like, I don't know why, but I know a lot of people say that like they get an itchy beard. Mine does not get itchy. So I guess I'm lucky in that regard in some ways. But yeah, I do need to shave at some stage. Now, Roach goes straight through. He's made Ireland trip over each other. And that is going to be the try for Roach. Kisses the ball on the way down. Yeah, all good. I thought he was pulling the fingers at the crowd there, but it was his index finger that was up. I thought, geez, that's a bit rough, isn't it? But I think he was making some sort of W maybe with his hands. And also we've got that for Queen Guys. I heard it's a day off in Aussie and New Zealand. And also we've got that, you've already got past the itchy bit. I never hit the itchy bit. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? But yeah, I never hit the itchy bit. It's a fun sentence to say. And also what we need music for, just background music and videos. And also Wallabies Ranch. And there it says Tesla as well. But now Roach straight out in front, kicks it over. And that is going to make the score 21 points to Australia, 14 for Ireland. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Are you streaming the game, mate? Unfortunately, due to licensing, I'm unable to show match footage or audio, but I can recommend World Rugby's YouTube channel. You will be able to see the whole day's replay after the day is finished, and there's only one more match to go. So, yeah, be sure to check that. It must be the beer cream you use. Don't use beer cream. Okay, who's scratching? And this is David the Mod. That one as well. And also, they usually replace the Queen's lithium battery every 8 years or so. And also add another $1 to the jar, Hamish. Says, I must have said as well like 50, 100 times at this stage. Little knock on from the Irish. Just a mistake from McNulty. At the moment, Roachie's pretty happy about it. And he knows that this is going to be another attacking opportunity. Someone asked to show the game. Yeah, no, we do get the $1 in the fund every time. Although we never see that fund, unfortunately. But Roach, for tournament points, he's actually at the top of the mark. 52. Riva in second on 43. And tournament assists, he's also up there with 3. And Nathuniu, he is sitting quite high up in those rankings. He's going to be playing later on tonight. It's stolen there by Dardis. They've made their big subs here for the Irish. Andrew Smith and halfback now going off to first receiver in the form of the other sub that did come on the field, Terry Kennedy. He has been scoring a huge amount of tries recently. Now Mullen is back across. Smith gets the ball. Really inside of their own half, Ireland. That was a hospital pass. Lifted up leg. And it's a double blow of the whistle. He tipped him above the horizontal, and that's going to be Nick Maloof now off the field for 2 minutes. And that is a big one. It is marginal, but you are not allowed to lift a leg above the horizontal. And that is exactly what he did. And didn't stream the cricket. Hashtag unsubscribed in there, as us says Gareth. Yeah, we got cricket tomorrow, though, I believe, maybe. And strepsils or throaties. I think I tried both. I tried a strepsil. Boy, that was like terrible, the strepsil. I think I got one that wasn't flavored, though. So it just tasted like pure, like acid or like chemicals. But then I tried some throaties. And my tongue went numb, so I wasn't sure what that was. And you don't use beer cream, am I supposed to? And that Singapore stadium in Singapore looks incredible. Says Sebastian, yeah, it is a very nice one. And even though it's had a whole heap of players running around, still looks very nice for them. And also we have got there, what do you think about the return of Samoa on 17? Brilliant. They did absolutely outstandingly. Little kick him behind here. It's going close to the touchline. Jordan Conroy waits for it to bounce up. Corey Toole tries to get him into touch. He's trying to wrestle him down. Only 5 minutes out. Offloaded ball. Now Kennedy looking for another offload option. Didn't quite get one, and that's going to be the Australian penalty. That's lucky because player not rolling away almost. I think Kennedy's asking the question, and now it's a big shove from Henry Hutchison, just getting him back a little bit. And also Aussies are screwed. And it had to be Maloof with the high tackle. And there it says Sammy Sizer. Although the good news for them there is they have won that penalty. Only a couple minutes left in this first half, the second half of this game. And then we are going to be switching over to our next live stream in only 3 minutes' time. And that will be Fiji versus the All Blacks. And also what happened to the Blitz box? They lost 3 in a row, unfortunately. And I don't know what happened. For it now, it's a quick tap for Kennedy, though. Looking at the line, great low tackle on him. Finds the offload. Smith scores it in the corner. And that is nicely done, although they will be checking this one. And Hamish, who's going to win the final, says Aiden. It's a very tricky one to predict, but I did give a prediction on this video. And I'll say, you are meant to, did your dad not teach you about manscaping? I didn't realize everyone just used beard cream. I doubt he does overall. What does beard cream do? Does it just stop your beard from, like, what? From being too not beardish? Yes, and also I went to Singapore years ago. It's a democracy, but you get fined big time for littering. It's strict. And there, as I says, David the Mod, that kick now, it's going to be an important one from the touchline. This to golden point the match. He struck it nicely, just at the post and goes away to the right. And I believe there will be one reset now. And then after that, we will be getting 2 full-time. But Ireland, they have the benefit of kicking off now. They'll try and find the biggest, the tallest man that they can find. Currently now, who would that be? Probably Jordan Conroy would be a decent choice, or McNulty. And I was like, yeah, mate, good question. I was looking for that little Braga Johan from South Africa, not to be seen. And then, damn, what a try, though. And yeah, very nicely finished. And I know says Greg, and also hello, Hamish Bro says for sure, welcome in, mate. We are about to transfer over to our next live stream. Bangladesh just bowled out for 217, so they still actually trail by quite a few runs currently. But now we are after the final whistle. As long as Australia get this one back, it's taken by Ireland. And they've been able to regather it, trying to get straight on the ball. Maurice Longbottom, he's stolen the ball there. It's a penalty to Australia, and they will take the bronze. And I wonder, Johan, has ever vanished? And there says Sammy Souza, but it was none other than Maurice Longbottom who was able to get that turnover in the breakdown. Time off. Okay. That ball's not available. Not available. Okay, no, they're saying it's still all right. It also makes your beard feel less like here, not puby. I use an oil of Moroccan butter or barber I use mix. And I know what's going on. Hold on. And okay, he takes the tap. In Australia, they've actually still got another 30 seconds left on the clock. Game not finished. Yeah, they must have had a miscount on the clock. So they've got 30 seconds left. Now 10 seconds. And all they've got to do, Australia, is just keep the ball. Henry Hutchison, all of the Irish players swarming him, still available. Yeah, 2 seconds left. Corey Toole into the pocket. The siren sounds, and Australia get themselves the bronze. But nonetheless, we will now go into our next one. And if the Pretorias enforce the follow on, we will have to wait to see. But I will let you know on that next live stream. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out that video link that I did put in. That is our preview to the next matchup that has taken place. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. We will be over to our next live stream in a very short moment. And I will see you all